No boomer, no.
So my computer glitched out even though we were live. Yes, people, welcome back to Weird and Wonderful, Jamie Vardy's favorite fucking show. It is Monday night, so you know what time it is. It's Monday Night Wonderful.
Late night Wonderful tonight.
We're back to chop it up. It's your boy Moses and Ishmael. Ishmael, what are you saying?
Bro, I'm good, man. I'm good. Obviously, we was watching the United game just now. Part of me wanted Villa to score, but at the same time, I was like, I'm not trying to do this Monday Night Wonderful all like 11 o'clock, 12 o'clock. So you lot done your thing. I'm happy about that. But you were getting peppered, boy. Peppered. Like, we'll quickly touch on the game in it, and then we've got a lot to get through. But what was your thoughts on that? Obviously, you lot got the early goal. McFred linking up for the goal. Madness. What a ball from Fred. Listen, since we put out the Fred post, he's been doing his business, and obviously McFred. Not McFred. Tom in the last couple of games he's been doing all right as well on the sly. You lot might not need a midfielder. It might be like that in Jan. So yeah, what are you telling me about the game? What are you saying?
Yeah, man, it was just another shit performance. This time we go through in it. So there's not much more to say other than that. But Scott McTominay did well. I think you see a much better Scott when he's playing further forward, when he's got license to roam a little bit. It's just I don't want him taking the ball off the defense. I don't want to see that. It's just too safe and too like. He just runs away.
He don't even want to do it. More time, he don't even want to do it.
He actually wants to run away.
Yeah.
So like he'll be in a good position. Someone will come towards him. He'll just dart off. And vacate the space. Anyway, Scott
he's a funny guy. I
don't know how much more to say like there is to say about these dons, isn't it? Like Fred will put in good performances, but then there'll be times during the game where you're just like, if there was just someone a bit techier on the ball there. It's
the combo together. It does not work. Yeah. Like, I reckon you put one of them next to a better midfielder.
When Paul's comes back, we could be in a decent position to play this 4-2-2 in it. Right now, bruv, I do not. Guys, the thumbnail previously was where's Ragnick Sports Psychologist at in it. That's what the title of this video was for a little bit whilst we were coming up with a name. But that's what I want to know, bruv, because Marcus Rashford looks down.
I don't want to get on Rash too much. He's doing great things.
He's in bad form, bro. He's just in bad form. Putting up. Call it what it is.
Listen, that was a 0 out of 10 performance. I'm sorry,
bro. That was bad, isn't it? But and the fans were even starting to get on his back. That was the Mason Greenwood the parry from the goalkeeper from Martinez from Greenwood shot. That Marcus Rashford, young and hungry, or he's young, but a hungry Marcus Rashford with his head in the game, follows that in.
Easy.
I completely agree that he wanted to complain at Mason Greenwood rather than try and get on the end of it. And he's so quick to do these like personalized posts that I've written this in my notes.
I'm glad you mentioned it.
Look at the screenshot. It's from my notes. Like, okay, cool, I get it. You wrote it. Like, I understand that, but I want to see Ragnick. I want to see where Ragnick Sports Psychologist is at. That's what.
Do you know what was funny about that though? With the Rashford thing, post like you could copy and paste into your notes. Like it's not long, is it? Like no, that doesn't prove that you wrote the post. Like
bro, he'd probably get done for plagiarism if he was at uni. Do you know what I mean? Like you've seen this before, bro. But no, look, I wouldn't. I think if this is. I've realised Man United, it's not that I've realised, I've always known this, but we're just a different, right now, what we're going through is unlike any other club in the world, because we're in the most competitive league, and we've gone for every different option to try and get this to work. And
tried and tested, legend.
There's something different, bro. Look, we need about 3 or 4 psychologists, bro, to work this out. My man, whoever this man or woman in it, the sports psychologist, whoever, I can't remember what the name is now, but like, they must be overworked. Do you know what I mean? Like, they can't, bro.
So their head scratches like, I'm gonna need a bit longer in this job. Man came in for like a 6-month contract. Like, no. Let me stay here for a couple of years.
Stay, bro. They bought a gaff, bro. They've got the kids in schools and they're like,
But you know when they're coming home on the hammer, they're like, "Nah, we're gonna need a bit longer for this one. Yeah, you gonna need a bit more money and a bit more time. This is no quick fix right here. Like, it's beat, man."
I think that's what he's clocked. I think that's what I'm starting to clock as well. Is that this is this problem is deeper. It's like ingrained. It's almost like England in the winning a trophy. It's what it feels like. We need some psychologists in there. We need someone to just like ask them about their childhood, what's going on. Like, do you know what I mean?
What are you saying? 40 years of hurt for United, then, like that. It's gonna be a long one. It's gonna be a long one. It's gonna be a long one. I just said like England, didn't it? That's what I was hearing from what you were saying.
Yeah, but in terms of it becoming like a mentality thing, like I think our heads are too quick to drop sometimes.
I'm not gonna let you forget what you said when you got Rangnick. Yeah, man said, "Man United are back." Those are
they are. Man said it. They are. It's not. Look, when I said Man United are back, yeah, what that meant is more that like regardless of whether Rangnick's a success as a manager, I back him as a technical director to revamp the squad to modernise Man United as a football club and pick the right successor. That's what I meant by Man United are back. Regardless of what happens now. No. He's gonna. You have more control over a club in the position he's going to be in, and I think the principles and the values that he wants to embed into Man United. That's what I'm guessed about in it. Like I'm moving forward. Maybe he's not the right person to be doing it on the training pitch, but like what I was excited about at the time, you could go back and check it. Like what I was excited about was him coming in. Because Man United's been done by fucking wankers for donkeys now, man.
Yeah,
to get a man like Rangnick outside of that Man United bubble, completely fresh, completely out, like just. Not like a duck to water, the opposite of a duck to water. Do you know what I mean? Like someone coming completely out of the cold, and giving a second opinion. And I think what he's realizing, and he's been very honest about it as well, is that there's a lot of habits in this Man United team that need to be ironed out.
You might don't like to work hard on that.
We were saying it already, brother. It feels like we're watching the same team again. Like Rangnick must be watching this, be like, you think he's ever like managed a club that played football like that? I'm not just
a myth. Yeah. He's watching to what's going on. It's like this ain't it.
I'm expecting more from Rangnick. I'm expecting him to start translating these training sessions, these methods, his principles onto the pitch. But for now, right now, I'm still watching the same Ole Gunnar Solskjaer team, to be honest. These results, these performances, they're feeling Ole Gunnar Solskjaer-esque.
Cool. We won't dig too deep into United because we're gonna do the full autopsy later on. Yeah. It's gonna get techie. But let's switch it up quickly. We obviously that game's done and dusted. You man are through to the next round. I think was it Middlesbrough at home? Is it next?
Middlesbrough.
Bro, that's not even gonna be an easy game.
Chris Wilder as well.
They're doing all right. They're doing their thing in the Championship at the moment. That's not gonna be an easy game. Villa were very unlucky.
If this Middlesbrough team plays anything like that Sheffield United team,
they used to give you problems as well. They beat you a couple of times. I'm pretty sure they not.
They never beat us. I know they beat us at home.
Yeah.
They beat us at home. We beat them. And Drew, I think.
I swear one of the games they were 2-0 up and you man came back. They beat you one of the other games.
Rashford, Greenwood.
But yeah, listen, you man are through to the next round. That game is as a United fan, I'm guessing that was a proper horrible watch. But
this is par for the course, man.
This is it. We're repeating ourselves week in, week out. But this is the game right now. This is what United are doing for us. But let's switch up a little bit. Let's speak with a bit more enjoyment. Yeah. Obviously the backdrop's got AFCON. AFCON has arrived. It started. You've had 4 games already. What have you made from it so far? Obviously, you've had the opening game, Cameroon, Burkina Faso. That was typical AFCON, bruv. Inside 40 seconds, red card worthy challenge, 2 penalties, talking points, some dodgy goalkeeping. I was watching that with my Sunday dinner yesterday. I was like, yes. Yeah. Whatever's happening in club football, this is going to be lit for the whole month. But what are you saying? What have you made from it so far?
It's been entertaining.
It's been mad. It's been mad.
You see how much football means to Africans, man. Honestly, it's a beautiful thing. It's a beautiful thing. But no, man. Look, it's obviously it's always gonna have its like colourful moments, man, and players just like I said, you start to realize how much it means to people and like how like the visceral reactions you get. That's what football properly means to the people. Do you know what I mean? And I'm glad to see it. There's been some good moments of quality as well. I've been impressed with Abu Bakar's penalty taking.
Hey, that's some proper uncle penalty taking. The hip movement is.
I can't lie, bro. I was like, do you know what? Fair to do it twice and to go the other way.
In the same half as well. I was like, yeah, you're on job right now.
And the first goal was also from Sangari. That was a bang. Like that.
Boy, that finish. Like
Bro, I'm surprised someone hasn't done that. Oh no.
Hey, listen. Obviously, shocking. It was from like 2-3 yards out, but you'll see enough players sky that. The technique to keep that under the bar.
Oh, it's unorthodox.
It was a nice finish, bro. It was a nice finish. Obviously, yeah, the goalkeeping. You know, there's been some allegations about black goalkeepers floating around certain group chats.
There's been some decent. I've seen some decent goalkeepers. They're looking to. Yeah, they heard you. They heard your comments, innit? And they're coming. Listen,
the allegations are out. I left it up to the gods. You man do what you need to do after that. But yeah, no, on the level, I've been impressed so far. Obviously, big one tomorrow, 4:00, Nigeria, Egypt. That's gonna be. There's gonna be a statement.
I'll be like the proper cut and razor for it, because I reckon that. Oh, do you know what? It'll probably be a 0-0. I said it.
No, that's the only thing. Some of the finishing so far has been a bit stiff. Like Mane today, bro, he came clutch in the end, innit? He got his last minute pen. Very, very well taken penalty. But some of their finishing was looking a bit. I was thinking, look, cool. Man's gonna go off to the motherland.
You get a hat trick every match, bro. What's he doing?
No. They're like
Salah should be as well. Salah should be like realistically, like these man.
We'll see what the Super Eagles. We'll see what the Super Eagles are on tomorrow, innit? But
I'm expecting from Salah. If I don't see a hat trick,
you also expect a hat trick. Listen.
If Salah doesn't, Salah should light up the tournament. Like I can't. He
should do. Because obviously, there's been a lot of talk about like best African player of all time. Like Salah for me he's not in the conversation yet. He's got to win. Like he's got to do more for his club.
Mahrez
do more. What?
I mean, Mahrez has got like. Do you know what I mean?
He's got more.
He's won more.
I think clutch. I think if we're talking clutchness. I think if we're talking clutchness, apart from that Leicester title in the season, for City, he's never really been like the guy. That's what I'm saying. Isn't it? He's not been the guy for City yet.
He takes the
can't really be putting him in conversation. For me, it's Eto'o, Okocha, like weird. There's bare man ahead of Salah, like ahead of this current generation. Drogba as well.
Ahead of Mahrez.
For me, Mahrez is not even in the convo.
I reckon Mahrez
is not even in the convo, bro.
Really?
He's not even in the even though he won AFCON. He won the last AFCON, isn't it? They won the last AFCON. Yeah, true.
Well. Like you can't sleep on Mahrez. Like that's the same energy I have for Sterling, bro. But Sterling ain't one.
Nah. Nah, don't do that.
Mahrez is a baller. For me, Mahrez, he'll be remembered as like. I reckon once he leaves Man City, he'll go to a club and then doing madness there as well. He's honestly like just one of the most visually appealing players that are out there.
Yeah, he like on the ball, beautiful. But I'm like it's the moments. He hasn't really for me. I don't really think of Mahrez and have like that the feeling that I get. I don't know. Maybe it's just me. Maybe going to City.
He's part of a team. I think it's hard to say because the thing is that City team. There's not really one player that is.
KDB was doing a thing for a while, but now it's just like everyone is just sick. It's like who do you pick?
Bernardo Silva has his moments. Mahrez will go through his patches. Sterling will go through his patches. I mean,
it's mad, isn't it? It's mad. Should we segue onto City with that and like, go into our mid-season preview? That might be a good way to start. Yeah. So how we're gonna obviously go through the top 6 teams. That's not how I wanted to do it.
Ooh, that was quite nice.
While I fix this up for a sec, we
look at it's
moving right now. Wow.
But I can add lib some stuff as well. I think
hold it down.
Ethiopia were unlucky as well, man. That red card I thought was quite harsh. I don't know if I'm being biased.
Yeah. I don't know about that one. I think we're gonna see.
My man's catching up. Do you know what I mean? My man's catching up.
We're gonna see a lot of cars in the tournament. That's what I'm saying. From when I saw flipping that drop kick 40 seconds into the tournament, I was like, yeah. We're gonna see some madness going on.
My man, there's
we're gonna see some madness
going on. Like someone got get sent off in the 90s.
Hey, one more thing I quickly want to say before you obviously move on to our mid-season. Bro, I don't know what it is, but when I see that stretcher come out, I start cracking up. Literally, it will be like cramp, or someone will just go down like I will get the stretcher on straight away, fam. Straight away. Listen, oh my days, we've said it enough. I can't say enough. This tournament, I'm probably looking forward to it. The only little thing is that Sky are really doing it. They got the rights to it, and then they just done it dirty. Like one commentator, no punditry team. Like it's all a bit mad. But yeah, I think the game tomorrow is on the BBC. Nigeria, Egypt, so that should be a bit better. I'm hoping that they get get some vibes going on. But
their managers here because they heard people are watching it. Do you know what I mean?
Exactly. All I'm saying is I've been watching them South African thing, and like it's patterned. That's the green screen in the street is a bit mad, but they had Asamoah on today in some mad drip, fam. Some mad drip. But yeah, listen, if you don't want to really watch Africa properly, pattern your thing in it. Sky's not the one. But listen, let's get onto Man City. We're gonna go through a little mid-season review so far. Obviously, we're at the halfway point. Had a little FA Cup break this weekend, so we're gonna go through top 6 teams, rate the top player, rate the worst player, rate the manager, rate their season overall. But yeah, let's kick off with City. Who do you think has been their player of the season so far? What are you saying? Because they've got a few candidates actually.
I've got to go for Bernardo Silva because I feel like
he's
come clutch a lot. He got the first goal against United. I remember that goal, that volley,
that Luke Shaw one. Was that Luke Shaw back post? Yeah.
He's. I think he's in a year where he looked like he wanted to leave.
Arsenal were trying to get themselves into the convo. Like, I was like, wow, this can't happen.
I've been really impressed with him. Whichever club he does go to, I think you're getting a top professional, as well as an incredible baller. So, no, I've got to give it to Bernardo Silva because I think that takes a lot. It's a mark of a player to have to just churn out performances, even though you don't really want to be there. I think that's just respectful to the club, innit? But no, I've got to say I've been massively impressed with Bernardo Silva. Top baller.
I can't.
Mahrez as well. Sorry, Mahrez. I've been watching Liverpool as well. But Mahrez too. Wow.
I was gonna say something else. Yeah, I know. Go on, say it. So drop the name, fam. Drop the name. This guy's been setting levels, levels this season.
No, but he got. You were talking about him as well. Then he get his ass handed to him by Salah.
Yeah, defensively, but it was the whole defense though. Salah took the whole defense for fucking walkabouts. But listen, as it stands right now, assist of the season, Cancelo for Sterling against was it Everton, bro. Like he's been on stuff this season. Another guy as well, actually, who's kind of he held a bit of corner in this first season, but he's really like held down his claim. Rodri, man, I think Rodri's been top this season.
Yeah, he's been decent.
If you look at it, last season before, everyone's saying like, how
goal against Arsenal that celebration.
Yeah, bro. Damn, that could be. You know what? That could be screamer of the season so far. You know, like man did shirt off knee slide in the flipping ops end in the last minute. Nah, I'm sorry. That's if City go on to win the league, that's gonna be on the Premier League years vignette for for years to come, bruv. That last minute winner against a top 6 team, knee slide, shirt off. Like you don't really see stuff like that anymore. More time these days, players are trying to tone down the celebrations a little bit. But yeah, I think Rodri's got to hold some praise for that one. But so what are you saying? Your top guy is going to be what? Bernardo then?
I think I've got to give it Bernardo, but I've got to give a special shout out to Wild Cancelo as well. Rodri, I think he's been decent as well. But no, Bernardo Silva for me, man. He's just been, I think, cut above the rest. But like I said, Cancelo, I think runs him a close second.
They're top of the league for a reason. We just reeled off 4 players who've been like the player of the season contenders. Like it's all mad over in the blue half of Manchester at the moment. But out of 10, then what are you saying for Bernardo then? What are you saying? He's been like. He had a little purple patch. Kind of reminds me of that Gundogan purple patch last season. He's been good around it, but for me, I'm still saying Rodri. I think Rodri's been the linchpin in that team. Like all the other players come in and come out. You saw when Fernandinho played against Leicester on Boxing Day, bro. He was looking every bit 36 years old. Like James Maddison was moving to him in the middle. So I think for me, you should know this as well as a United fan. That DM position is very, very important. So I'm gonna,
Why'd you say that?
Say what? Well, so you said 8. You said 8 for Bernardo. I'm gonna give Rodri a 9. I think Rodri's been him and Declan Rice probably been top 2 centre midfielders this season. So I'm gonna give Rodri a little 9 piece there. And then what? So biggest flop.
These gonna be full up, bro.
biggest flop or worst player of the season so far for City. What are you telling me?
But biggest flop, do you say?
Or like their worst player?
I think it's got.
Don't come with no Sterling agenda, you know. This guy.
Yeah.
What?
It's gonna be Baby Cow.
Yeah.
The calf, bro.
Yeah, he's not really banged, does he? He's not really banged at all.
I think when you take it all into consideration, I think he has to be the disappointment of the season for Man City. Not to say he's not been decent, but everything that comes with it, the 100 M's, the big calf muscles, like you can't the hair, the boohoo man deals, like you got to be patterned. This is what Pogba gets. This is the standard that we hold Pogba.
That's a very good point. That's a very good point.
If you're going to be Millie rocking on Instagram, you best be Millie rocking.
You got to deliver, innit? You got to deliver. Yeah, trust.
Don't be Millie rocking on camera, but you got to be doing it in the flesh, in real life. So, Jack Grealish, I think he said it himself. He's had a tough season at City. I love to see it, but you best believe next season he's going to be coming on some mad smoke.
Yeah,
I reckon that'll be the season as well.
Pep does the tough love thing quite a lot as well. Like he'll be playing all nice, and then he'll just go shoot for 4 or 5 games. I don't even think Grealish played at all over the Christmas period. Obviously, he had that madness with Foden. Foden seems to be like untouchable.
What even a madness? That's the maddest thing about it. My man just went to the nightclub, innit? That's what we've all been doing. Like,
but COVID times, innit? It's COVID times, innit? You can't really be doing that. If you're doing it, you got to be flying high. You got to be banging goals in left, right, and centre. Pep gave him the tough love. You weren't really feeling it. He's not really been in the team much since. I can't even remember the last time he had like.
Why does Foden get away with this shit?
Fam, that's another matter altogether. That's what I was gonna say. Obviously, the Greenwood thing. Greenwood's not even played for England since. But listen,
if Foden was good looking, he'd be in more trouble. He's just butters. So I just figured,
I can't co-sign that, man.
Some ugly little.
Hey, man, like Stockport Iniesta, man. Put respect on his name, man. But listen, we'll wrap City out. It's dead, in it. They're What you said?
You just know Phil Foden's a wrong end.
Trust, bro. He was on madness in Iceland, isn't it? But listen, let's not try allegedly, innit? Allegedly. We'll move on from City because, like I said, it's just dead. They're doing bits right now. 11 wins on the bounce.
What do you rate their performance out of the season out of 10?
Bro, 10. Like, what can I really say? Like they lost 2 games, 1 game. I don't 2 games. They lost against Spurs.
I get the season of the table.
But yeah, you might need to get into Europa League places before you can go and start.
Yeah, but I'll get vertigo up there, bro.
Well, it's peak. But yeah, I'm saying they got to be a 10. Really, they've not really put a foot wrong. They've got a comfortable lead at the top. They're playing good football. Defense is pattern. What can we really say? What can we really say? The only sound, I guess, they're out of the Carabao Cup, but I think they just thought, fuck it, we won this thing like 4 times in a row. Let's put ourselves elsewhere. But yeah, Man City. What can we say really? Where do you want to go on to next? Obviously, United might take up a sizable chunk. So
who's second again?
But it's not even us, you know. Let's do Chelsea, innit? Yeah, we'll go in order. Yeah, we'll go in order. Chelsea, okay. Up and down season for them, actually. They were the.
You were them better. You've been counting them more recently than I have, to be honest. So would you?
They were what? They were kind of not runaway leaders, but they were they were runaway. They were top of the league for like the first part of the season. People were talking about whether they've got a best squad and all of that. Tuchel ball. Then like a couple injuries to the wing backs, and it kind of all started to fall apart a little bit. Obviously, Chilwell out for the season. The best squad in the league, though. Bro, that's what I was hearing beginning of the season. 1 to 23, can't touch us. 2 players in every position. Had Lukaku coming back. It's all looking a bit like Chelsea were the team to beat, but it's not really gone that way. Obviously, we had a few leaks in the squad. certain man wanted to go and drop pipe bombs on Sky Italia.
I don't know why he did the interview afterwards as well. Just stay off camera.
That interview was so stiff, bro. It looked like they were like, I don't even know. It looked like he was being held at gunpoint.
I don't see why he did it. Like, you got into trouble for doing one. Like, we just know the only reason you're doing this one is because you did that one. Like, it's not because you actually love the club. Like, just be like, just show it on the pitch. You don't need to just stop talking. Do you know what I mean?
But the thing is, what cracked me off is that his first game afterwards against Spurs, man was moving stiff as well in that game. Missed a couple of easy chances. There was that one clip where he was like trying to keep the ball in play. Man just dropped like flipping. You see like Titus O'Neil thing when he's in the Royal Rumble and he's running into the ring. He just dropped under the bottom of the ring. Man's moving all clumsy like that, but it's not really gone. I'd put him in the same bracket as Jack Grealish, to be honest. Big money move. It hasn't really materialized how the fans would have wanted it to. But let's start with who.
What did you think he was going to be doing? Like, what was at this point in the season? Where did you think he would be? Lukaku.
I will put my hand up when I'm wrong, innit? I got gassed off the Lukaku juice. Man saw the look who's back videos, the flipping the Jay-Z business and all that.
Like, the marketing.
I got me, fam. Listen, I'm not wrong very often, but when I'm wrong, I will hold my hands up. I was wrong on the Lukaku thing. Obviously, had a couple injuries, had COVID as well, but it's not banged. It's not banged at all, and that's just been compounded with that flipping terrible interview on his part. Man was twerking for Inter Milan. Then he heard that Inter Milan were like, nah, we've actually got Dzeko. Dzeko's doing the business. Then he's like, cool. Does an apology video. Like, it's not banged at all for him. Like, one bit.
Did you honestly think he was going to leave in January?
Bro, I don't know what he was thinking of that video, because that to me sounded like a player who's like, I'm at the end of my contract. I'm trying to look for my next move. Not a man who's just signed a 5-year deal. A man that said, I'm coming home. Man said, I'm coming home. This is Chelsea is my home. Bro, you don't act like that in your house. You don't get home after work and start moving mad in your own yard. Like, that was a madness. For me, we'll do this on the other way around in it. For me, Lukaku's got to be the not worst player of the season, but let's say biggest howler. I think Lukaku's got to hold like a 3 or 4 out of 10. He started hot. But
I don't know. I feel like Howler insinuates you were expecting something different. So I don't know if I could give you that.
Man's doing it. I told you so hours. God, speak on it. Speak your truth then. Speak your truth. What are you telling me? What are you telling me on Lukaku?
Look. It's the thing is with
Lukaku. Close to the mic and that. Go on.
Yeah, the thing is with Lukaku, right? I think he's obviously he's a good player. Great, like in certain situations he's unplayable. I just think it was just a serious lack of judgment, man. I think he's kind of tainted the whole excitement around him coming back, and it's now a bit I don't know. It seems like it's like the good vibes are already gone. Like, no matter what happens, he's got to like seriously start putting up some trees if they're gonna have any chance in it. He's gonna have to stick them Timberland boots on, put his little lumberjack shirt on. So, I mean, he's gonna start putting something.
Right now, for the flipping LeBron shirt and that.
You know what I mean? Like, Miami Heat, like basketball shirt.
Well, you know he's coming. You know he's coming with that celebration next time he bangs. You know what's coming, man. You know what's coming.
Lukaku, brother, it's just feels like a poor lack of judgment.
Man went rogue as well. Didn't tell anyone who's doing the interview. Just sloped off to Milan on a quick one and just thought, "Rah, let me just say my piece." But mad. What are you rating him out of 10 then? I'm saying he's got to hold like a. I would have said 4, but the interview you got to go down to a 3 for that.
I'd say probably I'd give him like a 6 or a 7.
Are you saying that because you're saying your expectation was like already low, or what?
He's doing all right, isn't it? He's doing all right. That's
bro, I think he's got like what 5 goals. I'm sorry, Lukaku came on the energy that he was going to be golden boot, like him, Salah, and them man. Like, I've not seen really any glimpses of that. Obviously, like I said, the injury, but 6, 7. Nah, I'm sorry, bro. I can't. I'm gonna have to disagree with you on that one.
Wait, what did you give him, a 3 or a 4?
Bro, I gave him a 3, man. I would have said 4, but the interview and just like obviously the backtrack as well. If you're gonna say something like that, then you gotta really just chess talk, but yeah, I can't really say he's been any more than they're three, to be honest. Like,
how much? How many goals did he? Was he on this season?
I think on 5. Let me double check. I don't want to be spitting incorrect facts, but he's not been.
But he got. I mean, in his last season at United, he got 12, isn't it? So like.
Yeah, he's got 5 goals this season in 13 games. Like, it's not the worst record, but I was expecting big things in it. I was expecting very, very big things. For me, it's a 3.
I think he's hit his objective so far.
You're coming on this.
I ain't angry in it. I'm just happy you tried.
All right, let's move on to their sort of best player of the season. It's been a bit of a weird one for them, but what are you saying? I'll let you kick it off.
Yeah, it is a tricky one. Do you know what? I might have to give it to like Rudiger or like Chalobah.
Yeah, Rudiger's been moving crazy this year. Listen, contract tax. I'm telling you, it's a thing. You know, Lacazette.
Apparently we're leading the
What, Lacazette?
Yeah.
For
Rudiger.
Rudiger, I can see that. To be fair, listen. The only thing is, you lot will be paying some mad piece for him.
We need another DM. Another defense, something like.
Are you really looking to pay 400 bags though? 400 bags for Rudiger? Bro, I'm telling you, contract tax. You've seen this before.
Cost 80 million. Something like, work it out. How many years do you keep Rudiger at United for it to hit?
That's a mad one. Don't let Harry Maguire be your bar though. Do not let him be your bar. Like that should not be how it is ever. But I can hear what you're saying. For me, I would have said Chilwell, wouldn't it? I would have said Chilwell before the injury. He was playing very, very well. But I think Rudiger, he's had it all in it. He's got the shithousery, but he's also backed up with some mad.
Yeah, I'll give it Tony Rudiger. Hopefully, a future Man United legend.
You're in the mud, bro. You're in the absolute mud.
It's different if he plays for a team. It's just different. Like John McGinn today was pissing me off, but like I know if he was on my team, I'd be like, get behind him,
bro. He's got the Braveheart in him. He's got that Andy Robertson Braveheart in him as well. Listen,
it's always the Scots that got the most like fire in their bellies, bro.
Always saying the most. Always saying the most. Trust. Right, Rudiger out of 10 then. Let's try and keep this moving. What are you saying for Rudiger out of 10?
I'll give him an 8. 8 point, like a close to 9, but yeah.
Bro, he's been I think him and Matip, best centre backs in the league. I'm gonna have to give him a 9 for the shithousery as well. You gotta have the little sprinklings of personality. Let me see him get a 9. The fade's always patterned as well. Like Rudiger's, he's been on job. He does. Yeah. Do you see the clip of him? Flipping undoing Kelleher's gloves.
I love it so much.
He's a madman. He's an actual madman. I live for that psychopathic shit. So I'm gonna have to give him a 9. I think he's been very impressed with the season. Just lost Moses for a second there, but I'm sure he'll be back shortly. Yeah, Rudiger's gonna have to get a 9, I think. And I think for Chelsea overall, for Chelsea, I'm gonna have to give him an 8. 7.5. Chelsea just overall this season. I'm saying 7.5. I would have been at 8, but they haven't really maintained the title challenge as much as they should have done. I know they're ahead of us technically, but we've got a game in hand. And they were ahead. They were ahead for most of the season. They fell off, man. I think they fell off. They had too many funny draws. Haven't really been scoring that freely. I feel like it's not quite hit the money yet. So I'm gonna have to give Chelsea 7.5. I think. What are you saying? Before we move on to my team.
I think I give them a 7. I think they started strongly, but I'd say they're in a top 4 battle right now.
You reckon?
Yeah.
Yeah. They can get sucked in. One or two more funny performances.
Now, aren't they? They're in second, but they got game. Wait, I need to check the league table.
They're second, but we played a game less, so they could be third by the next.
But but they're not in a title race, are they?
This is the mad one because if I say Liverpool in the title race, I've got to kind of say Chelsea in it as well. But
are they?
Who? We'll get onto Liverpool. We'll get onto Liverpool real quick. But I think it's 8 points. If we win on game in hand, it's 8 points. I'm not talking
about Liverpool. I didn't.
What are you talking?
Chelsea.
I'm bragging already, fam. I'm bragging already.
I've got the facts in that. 8 points game in hand.
Chelsea, I think I would say that they're one bad result away from being completely out of it. But
Chelsea are 10 points off. They're 10 points off on the same games.
At City. Yeah, it's done. It's done. If it touches double figures, it's a myth. You're not gonna win.
You're 11 points off, and they got a game in
hand hype, fam. Game in hand hype. I've got hope. Listen, if I ain't got hope, what else have I got? I'm not trying to see our season dusted already after Mo Salah's put up some Ballon d'Or contending season and we're out of the league in January. Nah. I can't have that already. I can't have that. Otherwise, what are we here for, bro? I'm just gonna be going to games like, yeah, cool, pick up 3 points. Like, nah.
Now you know what it's like being a Man United fan, bro.
Well,
top 4
listen, that could never be my team. Not these days.
What do you mean, bro?
Not these days.
Like, you acting like when you started watching football 2016, bro.
Listen, you see that Men in Black thing, the little memory eraser. My football journey started in 2017, 2018.
Yeah, bro. Before that, if you're watching that. Ishmael used to watch football, innit? Ishmael used to spend his time at Westfield just going like all sorts. Well, you just catch my man just wearing
just flexing. You're a punk. Nah, on a level though, them Roy Hodgson years, I did not watch Match of the Day for about 2 seasons. I'm not even.
You Wikipedia that, innit? You just Wikipedia
from like 09 to like 011. From like
who's Roy Hodgson play for right now?
Bro, I hope he's retired. Innit? I hope he's retired. He should be. Man, like boy. But yeah, that's a good segue. That's a very good segue into my own team, my beloved Reds. It's been an up and down season, man. It's been a very, very up and down season. Started very well, really. Then the draws crept in. Brighton, I think I looked at as a very pivotal result. Actually, before that, Brentford, I think we led twice in a game, 3-3. All right, cool. I can allow one mad game in it. One mad game against Brentford. They were doing well at the time. Look at this prick that's nodding their luck. Then the Brighton game came along, 2-0 up at half time. We were cooking, bro. We were absolutely flying. 2-2. Then I was like, okay. West Ham, again, not really good. 3-1. Pam, or was it 3-2? I can't even remember. I think it was 3-2 in the end. So there's been some very, very, very dodgy results. But if you look at it, we've only lost 2 games. I shouldn't be that downhearted about it. Mo Salah put up a clinic week in, week out. Top goal scorer, top assist, madness. But it's such a draw, man. I think we had like 6 draws, 2 defeats. It's too much. Again, against this City team, you've got to be nearly perfect. 82 points won't win you the league these days. It's got to be a 90s. So for me, a lot of Liverpool fans are losing their heads, saying the title's done. Like I said before, I'm not saying the title's done yet, but we just got to, from this second half of the season, we need to be collecting like 15 wins or something like that. It's going to be looking mad. It's going to be looking so mad. So I don't really know. As it stands, I think.
Can you draw any games? Are you is a draw as bad as a defeat?
Bro, we need to be perfect. It's getting to the point now where I'd almost rather just lose a game, get out of the way, than get like 2-3 draws. Like the draws are killing us. The draws are really, really killing us. We've had some real bad draws, man. Spurs obviously got a man sent off, but Spurs and you kind of want to. Yeah, bro. Draw against Chelsea. Lost against the Leicester game as well. That was, yeah. We've been poor recently, man. We've actually been poor recently. Even yesterday, obviously, we got the win in the end, but conceded first. Like, it's just all looking a bit. I'm not as secure in our team as I normally am. I had a few stinkers from some of our more reliable players recently. It's looking a bit peak. But I've got to still give us.
What's the difference between Liverpool and City this season?
Bro, it's the draws, man. Honestly, it's the draws. We've both lost the same amount of games.
But then where does that fall?
For me, it's a bit of complacency.
It's
a bit of complacency. It's a bit of complacency. 1920 Liverpool, we score first, we win the game. I actually don't think there was a single game that season where we scored first and didn't win. I don't know what it is. I don't know if it's complacency, like I said, or like just the teams aren't really scared of us anymore. I don't think. I don't think them 6 L's we held at Anfield last season, especially against a team we were losing to like Brighton, Burnley, Fulham. Like these are not teams that should be coming to Anfield expecting anything. And I know we're unbeaten at home this season, but it's just some of the performances just made me think that teams don't really fear us like that anymore. The respect factors, you'll know about this. The respect factor that carries a lot of weight in football. You want teams to come to your ground or to face you and think, let's just try and keep the scoreline low, then we'll get out. We'll look to the next game. Teams are coming up against us now thinking, we can get something out of this today. Van Dijk's going to be backpedaling. Mane might be missing sitters. Henderson's going to be pointing to Finner. Like it's not quite been not been quite right. Not been quite right.
Liverpool fans out there, you hashtag Gerrard or you hashtag Henderson.
Just giving out the secrets already.
Just get ready.
That's good. We'll be dropping that show this week actually. So that's some hot off the press exclusive weird and wonderful content. But yeah, you lot know that I'm a real Liverpool fan.
So that's a silly question. Who's been the best Liverpool player and how much did Mo Salah get?
Salah's 9.5. 9.5. And I'm being harsh here. The Leicester penalty miss, very, very costly, bro. Very, very costly.
You're picking out little
miss penalty. 10 is perfection. 10 is perfection. Even though man got a hat trick, man got an OT hat trick, that would have been enough to take you to the 10. But it's fine margins, bro. It's fine margins. We score. I reckon if he bags that pen against Leicester, we win the game. Then we're looking at 5 points, not 8. You see how
I just think at the end of the day, City, it's almost impossible. Like I said, I think with this Liverpool team, we've seen the best of them. I don't think we're ever going to get close to that. This City team, I've seen this City team before. This is like a new evolved version of the City team. They just turn these results out. If you're 10 games behind,
you see this comment coming. What's up? Hey, Stu Mac, good to have you back, bro. We'll get onto United in a sec, but we'll save your comment for that section, man. This guy's funny. Welcome back, Stu. Welcome back, Stu. Yeah, sorry, carry on, bro. Carry on.
I forgot what
you said. We've seen the best. You say we've seen the best. In this
Team. So the City team they just find a way of churning these results out.
Bro, it's fake. It's fake. 11 wins in a row, man.
Unrelenting stuff, isn't it? So I've got to give a shout out to Stu because I haven't seen this guy's name pop up in a while, but every single time you see it pop up, is a fucking jokes comment. Do you want to read it out, Ishmael?
Should we save it for the United section, or do you want to?
Yeah, that's a good point, actually.
Yeah, we'll save that. We'll save that for United.
All right, let's wrap Liverpool up. So, so it's Mo Salah. What did you give him a 9.5?
No, 9.5. I think
Egyptian king. You don't say the king's nothing less than a 10 out of 10.
I've got to be real, bro. I've got to be real. That's a costly game. That's a very costly game for us. I think if we're looking at,
I think you're also you're not letting things go.
Bro,
as a footballer, to just let things go and to just move on to the next game and back your
I'll be pulling up the receipt when we talk about Harry Maguire. I'll pull up that receipt where you said let things go. Like
I do every week. Every week he reminds me. Every week.
It's true.
He's got a fresh chance every week. He's got a fresh chance every week to make me love him.
Man, still fucks up. But listen, I think best player Salah by a country mile. For me, I'm not even going to say big disappointment because I don't really expect too much from this guy, but Ox, I ain't trying to see you in our 22-23 squad picture, bro. It's time for you to respectfully get out of here. You're going to have to hold like a 3 or 4. Man just hides on the pitch. I don't want to get too negative about him because he's done a few things for our club. But it's time to part ways in it. And then we'll leave it at that. And I think I'll give us overall.
So did you give us that? Was that to Ox?
Yeah, Ox got a hold of 3, man. Man, like Ox tells Stu. Like he's bro. You can't even say he's not in our team because his man's had significant minutes this season as well, and he's not really done the business. AFCON now as well. He's going to be playing. I think I'd say like I think I could be Mane though. Still, but Mane
Van Dijk, Mane, and Firmino are the ones I'm thinking of.
Firmino's got. Listen, Firmino just got injured, innit? That's the only thing I can say against him. He's averaging a goal every 69 minutes this season. Man scored. Did you see the back goal he's got yesterday? Listen,
okay, look. I'm not here to say Firmino's not a good player, but in terms of this season, I think he's not really been there, innit? So I think that's a big part. Was a big part of my rationale. I think pinning on Ox when he's not a key player, I think is harsh.
Ox has had minutes. I'm telling you right now.
Van Dijk, I'm giving Van Dijk the flop.
Nah, you got some next agenda against him. He's been all right. He's been
too pretty and too pruned, bro. Get messy, get messed up.
He's been all right. He's been a bit mid, but he's not been dead. He's not been dead by any stretch. But listen, I think overall, I'm gonna have to give us like a 7. Like we started hot. Dipped a little bit recently. I'm a bit.
I'll give you a 4. I'll give you a 4 because I thought you'd still be in a title race by this point.
Listen, people on glass houses, fam. Yeah, let me not pull up the.
Man United are in a title race this time.
Let me not pull up the season preview we did about United. Man said second. Man said numero. You say what you say? Man said numero uno.
What are you man doing? Wait, the title challenge.
UCL's coming home there 7 times.
It's the mid-season review, Ishmael. I cannot give you more than a 4. I'm sorry.
The UCL's coming home. Let's
UCL. That is an achievement.
We'll get onto the team who currently sits 4th in the league. A team who actually we give them a lot of airtime on this channel, probably more than they deserve. But listen, Arsenal, up and down season for them. Arteta's beat numerous allegations. Man comes back every time. He's got that Ollie judge to him where you can't really get rid of him. But the ship is kind of steadied. Whisper it. I know they went out in the cup yesterday in disgrace. But Arteta's been doing all right. Defense is looking decent. Arguably got 2 of the signings of the season in Ramsdale and Tomiyasu. What are you saying on Arsenal? What are you saying? Who's been their stand-up performer this season so far?
Did you watch the game against Nottingham Forest?
Bro, they'll get yeah, I did.
The thing is, what my point. Look,
they've got it in them. They've got it in them all the time.
It's not that they can't turn out these really, really top. Like if they could do that every week, they'd probably be in a title race. But they don't. So they're Arsenal. You know what I mean? That's what
it's really like that. Though. It is really like that.
It's not a fucking beef thing. It's just I just know I've seen this before. Like, do you know? This gets to a point where you just start seeing history repeat itself, and then suddenly you put a bet on it, and you're just like, okay, cool. Well, this is what I was expecting. So these are the rewards I deserve. But yeah, so Arsenal, they're doing very well. They're above my team, so obviously that's good. But good for them. Sorry, should I say? But like, yeah, let's see if they can maintain it. But right now, this is definitely better than I thought they were going to be doing. So I'll probably give them, if I had to give them a rating, I'll give them a 7, 8.
I think for me, if you look at the first 3 games, these men were bottom of the league, no wins. Called it back, got a good little run together. Obviously, they got slapped up by us 4-0. That kind of derailed them a little bit. The Everton loss was a big one too. But then they keep coming back. This is what they don't really fall away for too long. They get the bad result and then they come back. That's what I like about them. What's he saying there? Ben White when he paid for that's one signing I think out of all of them. Obviously, I wasn't really feeling Ramsdale too much either, but the Ben White signing for me, I just thought was just mad. If I'm being completely honest. But I'm saying Arsenal are a comfortable 8 for me. They're 4th in the league. All right, called it out the FA Cup. Carabao Cup, they got a tough ask against us. But bro, if you gave Arsenal fans this at the beginning of the season, I think 9 out of 10 of them will bite your hand off. And they look like they're in a good position to kick on. I think they're well placed to like actually get top 4 this season. And I don't know, man. I think Arsenal comfortably 8th, man. Comfortably 8th. Your face is saying otherwise. I'm saying Arsenal comfy 8 out of 10. Like,
I thought you said comfortably coming 8th.
No.
Comfortably 8th.
Yeah.
I was like, what? That's after all of that. No, I think Arsenal won't finish in the top 4 at the end of the season, but I think this will be like a good statement of intent from Arteta, etc. But yeah, I think going back to
best player.
I think Arsenal's squad just isn't good enough personally. Best player. Probably I'll give it Emil Smith Rowe, top baller. Just every week he just surprises you like his calmness and his sort of just his composure on the ball. So I've just got to give just one. Look, I remember I used to laugh at the Croydon De Bruyne tag, but my man, he's more of like an Iniesta, to be honest. Like Tomiyasu got to give a big shout out to Stu coming and saying Tomiyasu was a sound signing, a partner for Gabriel, and it's a half decent back five. I like
really not rating Ben White, but yeah,
I like Tomiyasu, but I agree. I think Ben White, he's just a failed like DM. I don't think he'll like
too meaty.
I don't think he'll make up for England, for example. I don't know. I just don't think he suits.
He's just good in it. If he was still at Brighton, you'll be saying he's having a comfy season. For me to go and drop 50 M's on a centre back, obviously you can't really. This is not a conversation for you about overpaying for centre backs, but for me,
we signed Varane for like 26 mil.
Listen, Champions League Varane, he's not been saying much. We'll get onto United anyway. We'll get onto United.
He's still Chimpan Champions League Varane. He's won more Champions League than like most clubs, bro. Do you know what I
mean? Not my club, yeah. Not my club. Let's get that in there. Not my club.
It's close.
He's on like 5, innit? He's on like 5.
Bro. He's close, bro.
That's actually a madness. That is so bad.
You can't stick to Varane. You can't say he's suddenly. He's not. It will never be Europa League Varane unless he wins it 7 times. You know what I mean? Like, he's always going to be Champions League Varane.
Bro, I need to see it. Inject that into my veins, man. I need to see Europa League Varane next season. Let's wrap up Arsenal. What are you saying? Yeah. Worst player of the season, biggest dud, whatever. I think for me, there's only one. There's only one. Yeah. How low can we go with these ratings?
I can understand. Like he obviously is. He's seeing this dumb shit happen every day.
We only see like the big blow ups, innit? When he misses, when he's turning up late for the North London derby. Yeah,
there's a pattern of behaviour here. Do you know what I mean? Like we can start to understand what Arteta's
doing. He's just on some fuckeries in the dressing room. Arteta's really trying to do like team talks, and he's like I don't know, he's doing some madness on his phone or something like that. Like I don't want to get too into like the player like personalities and that, but with Aubameyang, you can kind of see it. You can kind of see it. The disciplinary stuff speaks for itself. On the pitch, he's not really been banging either. And like you said, club captain. I think for me, it's got to be like a 2 or 3 out of 10, man. I don't even know how many goals he's got, but on the pitch, off the pitch, bro's been dead. Like it is what it is. It really is what it is. So what are we saying? That's us done for Arsenal, isn't it? Pretty much.
Another big Smith Rowe
Smith Rowe. I think for me,
10 out of 10. Fuck it. He's. I don't think there's anything more he could have done this season.
And he's done He's done starting games. He's done coming off the bench, impact sub. He's had it all this season. He's had a very good season.
Same way Greenwood's breakthrough season. I mean, I know this is his second year, but like. I think he's finally arrived and he's got the confidence now. He feels like he belongs in the Premier League, and you can see that in his performances now. He doesn't. These are the performances he was putting in for the England under 17s, like for the academies at Arsenal. Like he now knows that he's at the right level. But let's move on. Who's next, Ishmael?
Well, another Big Six team ahead of United. So we're gonna have to. You might have to come right at the end, but yeah.
You have to drop that, bro. It's fine. You just said
the light jabs, fam. The light jabs. Spurs. Pretty indifferent season, to be honest. Obviously, started with Nuno. Had a decent. I think they won 3, lost 3, won 3, something man like that. He didn't last too long. Man was gone by before Christmas. Obviously, the Harry Kane saga has been going on all season. We'll get onto him in a sec, but. Just as an overall, obviously Conte's coming now. What are you saying for Spurs overall this season? I think they're sitting 5th in the league, I want to say, just behind Arsenal. What are you telling me?
Well,
overall rating. What do you think?
I'll give them a 5 because I'm not really that surprised.
Yeah. I feel like they're 5th by default a little bit.
After the City result, I was quite. I was optimistic about their form. I think I said it on video.
Bro, you were waxing lyrical about that. I was like, yo,
I thought it was like a proper performance, and I think that there was a few, like Kane wasn't even playing. I was like, this is the bones of a really good team here. But Spurs, isn't it? It's the Spurs. It's similar to the Arsenal situation, but Spurs have kind of unravelled a little bit. Harry Kane obviously had his drama in the summer, carried it into the new season. Then he just started to sort of now look himself again. So I think that's taken a couple of points off their season, at least off their season tally. We probably think they would have been about 6 or 7 points better off if Harry Kane started the season on.
Even if he just got like a little 5 league goals or like an 8 league goals,
bro,
he'll be saying he's been quiet, but
man's got 3. He gets 2s and 3s. Like he'll just
find a way to. He's sitting on like 2. He's sitting on what 3 league goals in Jan. Like this is unheard of, bro. That's unheard of. And listen, this is why I think Kane deserved the most corner. I know he didn't get the move he wanted, but you're meant to be chasing Alan Shearer's all-time Premier League goal scoring record. Like you can't afford to be having seasons where you're scoring 4 or 5 goals. Like that just can't be. I know you didn't get your move that you wanted, but for me, I'm gonna just drop this and then I think he's been not their worst player this season, but for the standard which you meant to hold yourself in, he's the biggest flop. If I'm gonna be honest, like I said, if he got like a little 8-9 goals, Spurs I think will be comfortably 4th, might be challenging Chelsea kind of thing, but he's flopped.
You love Harry Kane as well,
bro. Not for England, but anyway, that's a different matter altogether. What are you saying for Spurs overall? 5 then?
I'll give Spurs a 5. For me, just going quickly back to the Kane issue, I think his desire to be a playmaker has kind of like, I remember this whole thing happening when Jose took over. It was kind of like started to happen. This connect, like the build-up play between him and Son. Suddenly, it was like this. Those two were like the scary hours, like forward line in the Premier League. Like just Kane just finding those beautiful balls through. Like it looked inevitable in it. So like, I think that's had a massive impact on Son's performances. I know he's done all right this season, but I think Spurs.
He's out now for a month as well. Son's out for a month now as well.
Obviously, had to sack their manager. Dele Alli obviously back, like just bringing shame to their club again. Like just poor performance.
Well, like little Dele, man had a 2-game resurgence and just thought, nah, I'm good. Let me just get some videos for the YouTube comp and I'll relax for the rest of the season. I'm all right.
And it looks like Conte's gonna be just throwing away that bear of this team as well. Just like
I'm seeing Bergwijn's been offered to Ajax, and Dom got booed off yesterday. Even like it's all looking a bit sticky for them right now.
Yeah, well, big time.
We're gonna be seeing flipping Adama doing up right wing back. Who's
been their best player then? Who are you saying has been their best player? I'll give it Tanganga because I remember he was impressing me a lot at the start of the season.
Tangangsta. He started well, but the Chelsea game I saw the other day.
Or Lucas Moura.
I know it's Carabao Cup. Yeah, I might even. To be fair, like
Son,
Moura, they've all been a bit mid. I know the Spurs fans rave about Oliver Skip quite a lot, but for me, he's just a basic baller, really, innit? He's not really getting into any other top 6 teams. He's a bit of like it's academy hype, innit? You love him because he's one of your own, but he's good. He's just good.
You want no girlfriend, sort of thing.
That one, literally. Literally, that was right there. So for me, Son. What I like about Son is he always delivers. Doesn't matter who the manager is. Doesn't matter if Kane's in or out of the team. Son always eats. He always eats.
There's no Gary Neville riding out for Son being like he's a top professional.
He's not that kind of lad. Listen, Gary Neville flipping Harry sexual right there, man. He loves him. He absolutely loves him to bits. But yeah, Spurs best player probably Son. Biggest flop probably Harry Kane. 5 out of 10 overall. Spurs been a bit dead this season, to be honest. It's been a bit like Spurs. But listen, there's only one place to end this, really, if we're being honest. Beginning of the season, well, man's cutting out the stream already. Listen, we the Wonderball true fans will remember beginning of the season, our preview show. Done our predictions and
I prefer the new fans, isn't it? I like the new fans.
Done our predictions. Stu, if you're still in the stream, you might have been around them times as well. Beginning of the season, man was saying second. Definitely getting second if you get a DM first. Those are pretty much your words. I'm paraphrasing a little bit, but that's pretty much what you were saying. Manchester United currently sit 7th in the league. How many points are you off City? So like 15 or something.
Don't want to know. That's 16.
Let me pull this up. Let me pull this up real quick. I really laughed at.
22.
Swear.
We got 2 games in hand.
I said 22 with a 2.2. Mad. 22 points off City.
Bro, man's about to go on a vacation
God.
from football, bro.
Oh my! Is that? I didn't realize it was that bad. I thought it was like a 15 or something. Ooh, okay.
We lost to Wolves as well.
You know what?
Let's just get back to the question to the theme of things. You know what? Let me just interrupt. All right, cool. So
say what you need to say.
United, my team, yeah. Listen, this has been a sticky situation. Like, if I'm talking to Moses from the start of the season, who's just seen this video for the first time and doesn't know what's about to happen, let me break it to you, fam. Ollie's gone, innit? Ollie's done. We got rid of him time ago, innit? We're with Ralph Ragnick now. Ronaldo started the season well. He's kind of just now he's getting questions from Mark's thrown at him about pressing. Can he press?
Age is catching up with you.
The pressing thing worked for half an hour, bro, innit? It worked for half an hour. Then same old habits came back in it, and it's back to our Ollie ball again, and it's Ollie days. We got a German accent, but it's still Ollie in it. That's what we got right now.
Man, I noticed you're trying to speak really quickly. You're trying to get through the Man United section.
Listen, look, I'm still going.
Put himself on 1.5 speed. Bro, let's break it down a little bit. So when did you realize that Ollie just can't stay anymore? Was it the 5-0 dunking you got on your own turf by Liverpool? Was it the convincing defeat to Man City? Where was it?
No, bro. It happened with the Leicester game, to be honest.
Oh, the 4-2. Yeah. Speak on that.
That's when I realized. I think that's actually where I said it on the stream. I was like, I don't think Ollie's not the guy. Like, regardless of what happens now, he's not the guy. Listen, because what I wanted this season, we finished third this season, like 2 seasons. We finished fourth, third, second, or something like that. It looked like it was all I wanted this season.
It was like building blocks, isn't it? You get this.
What I wanted this season. What I wanted was a title challenge. I wasn't interested in anything else. Like if we got to the quarterfinals and Champions League, got knocked out, whatever. Like I just wanted to see us challenge for the title. And it's the same old Man United, isn't it? It's just the same old like get near the finishing line and stumble and just like fall in your face, innit? But this time we stumbled from the start, innit? We obviously got that win against Leeds. Good start to the season. And then Ronaldo came back. We had the Sue era.
Vibes.
Feel good factor. But we obviously when we out here, we drew to Southampton. But like do you know what I mean? It really felt like it was a different energy, a different vibe. But the performances weren't really there. Like we weren't really performing for a whole 90 minutes. But look, we were just riding the vibes. I think we had that late win against West Ham. We had the late night Sues in the Champions League with Ronaldo. It just felt like there was some sort of culture or like
you man had something to carry on to.
Yeah. A narrative building. Do you know what I mean? But like,
man thought Ronaldo was gonna do last dance on that. Nah.
The writers have fucking packed it in. Like now we've got fucking BBC writing the script and it's all just watered down. There's no vibe. It's just boring.
Watershed things, yeah.
Yeah, it's just like copy and paste, isn't it? So it's for me, Man United. I was expecting a title race. We'll be lucky to get in the top 4.
But top 6. You're currently 7th. Let's not run before we can walk. Yeah. Let's not run before we can walk. You're not in the top. You're lucky, bro. You're lucky I even put you in this. I managed to put in who's that?
You know what I was hoping for a title race. We'll be lucky if we get in the top 4. And you're saying top 6. But we'll be lucky to get in the top 6. Lucky, you know. Don't make me talk a bass in my voice. I'll come round.
There's a lucky, man.
Lucky.
All right. Okay. Let's reel it in a little bit. So who's been your best player this season? let's talk league only, because if we're gonna talk Champions League,
David De Gea, bro. He's the best goalkeeper in the world. I don't care. Care.
Relax. But you see his kicking tonight. You see his kicking tonight. The
best goalkeeper in the world. There's never been. I don't think there's ever been anyone better than this guy at saving shots.
Listen, let me shout out Harry Adams, because
my man gone for it all, bro. The fall from grace, coming back from the ground up, you know. Like the way, David De Gea, I swear to God, my man, I'll have you as our goalkeeper until you want to leave in it.
Dude, that's madness. That's madness. Shout out Harry Adams in it. During that Villa game, put out a tweet saying De Gea shot stopping 10 out of 10. I agree with that. Everything else is a 5, bro. The distribution, the commanding your area. Man doesn't want to come off his line. Man stays on his line like he's paying rent there. He's just like, oh, do I come? Do I not go? Like, he's not really. If you look at the modern keepers in the league, all right, yeah, shot stopping is, like I said, A1. But everything else, I think you can get better. If you develop into a team that doesn't concede.
He got an assist against I think it was against West Ham, or like he got the pass for like Rashford for like a.
If you develop.
Distribution is cool. I'm talking about goalkeeping, innit? I'm talking about
this is my thing. Because you're a team. Because you're a team that concedes.
You can talk about passing. You can talk about coming off the
line.
But if you're
2022, fam. 2022.
I know, but that depends on your style of play as well. How you're going to be defending. Are you playing like Liverpool, Man City, or like Man United? Are you gonna spend a lot of time with like just random shots and just unexpected, like, you know what I mean, like just unexpected matches where you don't know who's winning this game, but you're under fire, under the cosh, like that. Like being Man United's number one, that will. I reckon. I don't think Alisson or Edison could handle that.
He earns his money in it. He definitely earns his 375 bags a week. It's a different
type of mental strain, bro. You're like, I'm playing for Man United. I'm getting paid 375 bags a week. And why are Burnley, why are Wolves and Brentford and them, man, coming to Man Old Trafford?
18 corners and that.
What? How am I making more saves than Jose Sarr? Like, you know what I mean?
Hey, big up Sarr though. Big up Sarr. Underrated signing this season.
Must be a mind
I hear what you're saying. But the point I was gonna make is, if you develop into a team that doesn't concede 20 shots a game, if you're actually pattern a sense of control over football matches, I think you still need a goalkeeper who's going to be able to
come off the line and
bro,
assist.
Get involved. Get involved.
Bro, listen, get involved. If you're asking my goalkeeper to get more assists, I'm cool in it. That's your business. No, but not every goalkeeper can do that. Not every goalkeeper can just ping a ball.
2022 now,
Edison and Alisson. Listen, eventually these goalkeepers will not be around anymore, and there'll be poor imitations of these goalkeepers. Remember, just the core basic goalkeeping principles. I know he could definitely come off his line a bit more. I agree with that. He could definitely come from. I don't mind if you don't want to come. If you don't want to come for a header, I'm cool if you stay on your line as long as you save it. That's because he's not the strongest in the air. He's obviously got. Like, I mean, he's dealing with some. So
he's got air insecurities in that. He's like, I don't know. What you saying from out of 10 then?
Let's go through some.
Yeah. Stu was talking about this.
Hopefully you're still hearing it. But Stu says United's true problem is it's no longer the kick and chase 90s when Fergie won trophies with obese defenders made Palace degrees. Football has evolved, yet fatties like Maguire and Shaw remain. Let's not fact check anyone right now, innit? Like, okay, I get your point. Football is obviously different, but Stu, I personally think Luke Shaw's in fantastic shape. He's like one of the fittest left backs we'll see. Faster than I bet there's no one in your phone book that's faster than Luke Shaw. No one.
Who, me? I don't. Yeah.
All Stu's. I was directing that at Stu. But look, I'll bring it back to. All right, okay. Stu's got another comment in there. People can also try me, the last Compton obese defender to win a trophy, because I'm struggling. George Costa was a bit podgy, but he had technique. Porto 2004.
Wait, that's a mad comment, but I rate the fact he name dropped George Costa from that Porto 2014, because I like that. Yeah, but the comment overall is a bit mad still. It's a bit of a mad one.
But look, I think in terms of David De Gea, I think he's the best goalkeeper in the world. That's just my stance now, isn't it? If you ask me what hill I'm on that one, isn't it? That's where I am. Just come find me if you wanna chat.
That's the most amount of cap. But listen, he's definitely kind of restored that sort of 16, 17 De Gea a little bit. But for me, it's just always a case of like the shitter United get, the better he gets. Man just likes being peppered on goal. It's just a mad one. What you rating him out of 10?
Look, all I'm saying is, I'd rather my goalkeeper stay on the line than them doing Allison fucking boys.
Hey, listen, get my goalkeeper's name out your mouth.
You know what I mean? How many goals you conceded from mistakes that he makes from?
Listen, I told you already. Man's the Bruno Fernandes of goalkeeping. Yeah, high risk, high reward. Well, Bruno from last season is still clutch. This Bruno right now, he's a bit of a bum still. Let's keep it stepping. Let's keep it stepping. What you rating De Gea out of 10 then?
10.
Bro, okay.
No, 9.5. 9.5.
You man, how many clean sheets? How many clean sheets you man kept?
Listen. There's one mistake that he's made this season.
Bro, all I'm saying is, I'm not trying to see.
Honestly, for me, we haven't got that many points, but he saved us bare. I mean, we haven't got that many. Deep that, bro. We ain't got that many points, but he saved hella for us. Like, I don't even want to know.
It's true. I
don't know how many points you would have had this bro.
It's a mad one. I can't really. I agree. Has he been your player this season? Yeah, he has. But I'm not.
No one else.
I can't give man a 10.
Maybe had a chance at the start, but like he's.
I can't give man a 10.
Wait for the Champions League. That's when Ronaldo will wake up.
You better hope for that. Who you lot got Atletico? They've been moving a bit of shit recently, to be fair, but still. All right, cool. So what are you saying for who's been your sort of biggest flop this season then in the Man United shirt? Biggest disappointment? And why is it Marcus Rashford? Let's just put that one out there straight up.
No, it's
we'll allow him because he was injured, isn't it?
It's Harry Maguire, bro. It's Harry Maguire. He's the reason why I can explain it as well. I thought I've clocked that the problem is not Maguire and Lindelof. It's not Magaluf. It's like Lindelof. Them two together.
As a funny one still.
Them two were just a problem. But like I'm realizing that individually as well, those problems will still arise regardless of the combination. But
I see Maguire drag every man into his properties. Yeah.
Varane. I was like, bro, that could be the one, innit? That could be it. But quick time, like fast forward, we're here. Moses from before the season started, innit? I've got some stark truths for you. Maguire Varane does not work. Maguire does not work at all. He's probably the most frustrating season you're ever going to see of Maguire. That the performances have just been so poor.
Wait, did you hear the absolute Wassi was talking today about I came here to win trophies? I'm tired of excuses. Bro, it's on you, fam. It's on you.
I don't read any of this shit. From when he came out to a press conference and says, I'm only here because I have to be. That's when I was like,
hey, man, it's making me hit my head on the wall.
I'm zoned out. I don't care what you got to say, bro.
That was after the Liverpool game, innit? Oh, bro. Listen, it's been a ride this season, man. He's taking you on everything. It's been mad.
He's got the perfect foil. He's got the perfect centre back to play next to, bro. You know, if there's issues with your centre back pairing, one of those players is Raphael Varane. You can almost be 99.9% sure that the other player is the problem. It's not Varane.
Facts,
you know what I mean?
Facts.
Don't come with me and being like, oh, Maguire, like you're being too harsh. I'm not being too harsh, bro. I'm giving this guy enough chances. He's giving him too many chances, yeah. I'm not an idiot. Fool me once. My man's on this. I'm giving him every game week. Every time there's a new match, you get a chance. Go on, Maguire. Let's see what you got. I don't start the game booing him. Do you know what I mean? But it's throughout the game.
Bro, he's dropped so many stinkers this season. It's actually like I might have to pull up. We might have to pull up his. I was gonna say highlights. We have to pull up his lowlights for the season come May. Because I think it's going to make for some very, very funny viewing. Every week he just does something else that's mad.
Like Ravenclaw thing. Some little Hufflepuff.
That's doing the inter-house things, yeah?
Yeah, bro. Yeah,
mad.
Yeah.
Right, so what can we give him out of 10 then to wrap this?
0. No. I expect...
He scored a goal, to be fair. Scored a nice goal. Was that Champions League? Nice little half volley.
Yeah.
That's a nice little strike, but
2 or 3.
I mean,
2 or 3.
I'm saying 2. I can't because if I'm giving Rom a 3, I can't. He's not been.
So you're telling me you thought Maguire was going to do more than Lukaku this season?
No, but it's more like what you've done in the realms of your club, innit? You're big Man United captain, yeah. You said a lot this season. You said too much, if anything, and you've been pretty much the main culprit for a lot of your shortcomings on the pitch. I think Maguire. Now Abba's been stripped of the armband. I think you're looking at the worst captain in the league. Like I'm not even taking.
He's been the worst. He's been the worst.
Yeah, him and Abba were doing to me to you a little bit. Like they were doing to me to you. Now it's just it's you, innit? It's you.
There's no amount of COVID outbreaks that you cannot. Like, the performances have been too poor, man. I'm sorry, but Harry Maguire, you like the decision was made already, isn't it? Like as soon as the season started, he put those first few performances in. You kind of just knew that, like, eventually he was. I said it. Him and Fred were going to be the reasons why Oli got sacked. Oh, at the time, Fred
gave it all of that for England.
Bozo,
yeah. All right, so I guess we should end on what are you rating United for the the whole season? We said. How low can you go? How low can you go? Go on, talk to me. What you said? We're not gonna do minus in it. So if you want to go 0, that's the lowest you can go. But yeah, tell me expectation, what you've delivered, just mix it all in there. Mix it all up in there.
No, I'm joking. I'll give them a 1, man.
Fam, yeah, it's got to be a 1. It's absolutely got to be a 1. Like,
I'm not even 100% sure what the problem is anymore. That's the kind of the problem.
Honestly, like, I log on to Twitter every day, and I'm just.
I think I was more right about
meltdown, bro.
At the start of the season than I am now. I feel like Oli wasn't the problem. I feel like there's a reason why.
Let's just clarify. He wasn't a problem. It wasn't a problem, but man still had to go in it because he was making the problem worse. He weren't the solution.
I'm not saying he's.
I think we need to make that very, very clear. But yeah, I hear what you're saying.
I think he ultimately paid the price for being a martyr. I think there were footballing decisions made that he was not happy with. I think it's quite clear he did not want Donny van de Beek.
Free Donny, fam.
I think it's quite clear he didn't want Donny. If they paid 20 million more, we could have got Jack Grealish. And I think that is a much more Man United signing than Donny van de Beek. Not to say Donny's not whatever, innit? But no, I think there are some real deep line issues at United, and I think Ole Gunnar Solskjaer, and it's been proven now as well that he was not the reason and the sole reason for Man United being a calamitous football club. It ultimately is deeper than that. It's ingrained into the players' psyches. It's all around the club. I think it's obviously there's good people there, but I think the mentality, this like losing mentality. Like I said, going back to fucking what Ragnick's on, bro. He should have been bringing in like a whole university classroom of sports psychologists, man. The one's not enough, genuinely. Like, and I think that's what we started to realize.
One person
here as well. So that's probably a way to segue out of this. But I think in terms of Man United and our whole approach this season. Just the fact that we've tried 2 different managers, literally couldn't get more chalk and cheese. Like one's like an old school, like TED Talk Klopp, you've been calling him, innit? Like my man's a student at the game, innit? Like he knows football. He's schooled some real top managers now, innit? But look, I think ultimately we're just starting to see that the issues or the issues are just surface level that we're scratching at the moment. There's some real deep lying shit going on at Man United that needs to get ironed out, and hopefully that's what I mean when I say Ralph's back. I was referring to hopefully some real smart top level footballing decisions are about to be made at Man United, and that's hopefully starting with the manager. But up until Yeah, I don't even know where I'm going with this, innit? But
let me put you out your misery there. Let me put you out your misery. Let's just quickly so let's just say we'll end on some predictions. Give me your top 4, bottom 3. Go. And then we'll see ourselves out of it.
I think it'll be City, Liverpool, Chelsea. I think we'll get the top 4. It could be. I think it'll be Chelsea. I think Chelsea United. I'm hoping it.
Yeah, I said I was waiting for you to say to drop the hope word in there.
I think we're still with puncher's chance, and Tottenham and Arsenal are two. Like that, I couldn't pick 2 better clubs to be ahead of us to chase down.
Yeah. That's
I couldn't put any other way.
That's a very good point, you know. That's a very good point.
To go down, I'd say Tottenham. To go down and say Newcastle, inshallah. I hope so. Just get that down.
You know what? I wasn't really on this train with you before, but they have been pissing me off recently, man. Them fans, get them out of my league, man. Get them out. Get them out of the league.
So we need to hope for Watford and their man Leeds start picking up some victories. Everton patting up. But Burnley, you man can go down in it. Ishmael, I know you'll be happy to hear that their name in it. And then obviously the perennial relegation candidates, Norwich City.
Bro, I actually forgot they're in the Prem still, man.
But now I could see a little. I think Watford, Leeds United, Everton just need to stay out of this. But Watford, Burnley, Newcastle, Norwich, I think it's going to be one of you guys.
Dennis is on job, man. He'll get a little double figures in. No, bro, I think he's on like 8 goals already. He'll keep him up.
Getting a break this winter time.
Hey, listen, let me not even go into that one too deeply, man. Bro, mate, listen, you not read my article. They did not free my guy in time. It was a flipping myth, man. An absolute myth. But that's a good way to sort of actually let me give my predictions. I'm still saying there's fighting the old dog yet. I don't even know if that's a saying, but the title's not done, innit? That's the one. The title's not done. Villa City last game of the season. I'm telling you, if it comes down to that last game,
run out of time.
Coutinho.
I need to hear who's coming top. Bro.
Listen, Liverpool, City, Chelsea, Arsenal. That's my top 4. Bottom 3: Newcastle, Burnley, Norwich. Say no more. Listen, people, this has been weird and wonderful. A bit of a longer show than usual tonight, but we had a lot to get into. We were doing overtime. It's midnight. I hope you lot appreciate the fact that we flipping. Yeah.
Whoever that one person is, jump in the comments, let us know who you are in it, because then you can get. We're about to do some memberships, innit? You get a free membership.
Yeah. But yeah, listen.
Super chats as well. We accept super chats as well. If you try.
Unofficial one.
That's never it works. Send in a super chat. We'll get the money back. I promise.
But yeah, bro. Great show.
I think it's
didn't mean to do that, but that's a good sign, isn't it? That's a good sign. Let's lock off the thing there.
Sorry. My bad. I thought you go again.
Listen, like, share, comment, subscribe, innit? Just you guys know what to do in a bit.